What is a sentence fragment? No one escapes high school English without being penalized for writing the odd sentence fragment. But not everyone remembers what they are and how to fix them. Put simply, a sentence fragment is a clause that falls short of a true sentence because it is missing one of the three critical components. It might miss either a subject or a verb and a complete thought. We often fail to recognize our sentence fragments because our incomplete thoughts can easily masquerade as sentences. ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ എഴുതുമ്പോൾ പലപ്പോഴും ടീച്ചേഴ്സ് പറയാറുണ്ട് ഇത് പൂർണ്ണമായിട്ടില്ല, അത് സെന്റൻസ് ഇസ് നോട്ട് കംപ്ലീറ്റ്, just wrote 3 or 4 words, it does not make full sense. So these are called fragments. So we must be very careful to avoid fragments, sentence fragments. Sentence must be complete. It must have a subject and a verb, and it must make complete sense. An example for a sentence fragment: because of the rain. Because of the rain. That's a fragment. It is not complete. Because of the rain, what? So on its own, because of the rain doesn't form a complete thought. It leaves us wondering what happened because of the rain. To complete it, we need further explanation. Because of the rain, the game got cancelled. Okay, that makes sense. So you can expect a question: what is a fragment? Fragment is an incomplete sentence or a disconnected piece of main clause. It usually happens when the subject, verb, or the complete idea is absent from a sentence. Then there must be an agreement with the subject and the verb. What do you mean by that? The most important aspect of the sentence is the subject-verb agreement. The basic rule is that the subject and the verb should agree in number. A singular subject takes a singular verb, and a plural subject takes a plural verb. That's it. So when writing a simple sentence, it is easy to arrange the subject-verb agreement, but it becomes slightly confusing when you are having compound subjects, 2 or more subjects. So what will you do? So you have to be very careful when doing that. Then another aspect which you must keep in mind is to ensure that the tenses are correctly used. It is always best to keep the tenses consistent in your formal writing. It adds readability to the text. Inconsistent use of tenses, it suggests poor writing skills in academic field. Shifting tenses is allowed if the time frame of your subject matter changes. For narrative type of writing, consistent use of past tense is appropriate, while present tense is preferred when you're writing an analysis of some writers and their words. Another term which you must keep in mind is parallelism. What is parallelism or parallel structure? Parallel structure or parallelism means using the same pattern of words to show that 2 or more words or ideas are of equal importance. Words and phrases within a sentence should not only match in structure but also in tense. Writers use parallel structures to add clarity to their writing, to make it easier to understand and show that their writing is structurally and grammatically correct. The best way to understand the idea of parallelism is to look at examples. Now look at this. We wanted to cook and to go swimming. Instead of that, you can write we wanted to cook and to swim. Look at another example. I like singing, kayaking and to dance. This can be changed to I like singing, kayaking and dancing. So to dance was changed to dancing, to resemble other words singing and kayaking. The next example: Annie likes to rap, nap and eating snacks. This can be changed to Annie likes to rap, nap and snack. What is wordiness? The use of more words than necessary to effectively convey meaning in speech or writing is known as wordiness or verbosity.
What is the problem with this? Wordy sentences use too many useless words that clutter writing. Good writing is simple and direct. It uses the simplest word possible that conveys the same meaning. Wordiness takes away clarity from academic writing.
What are the different ways to eliminate wordiness? 1. Eliminate redundancy. Redundancy? What is that? Redundancy refers to the state of being no longer needed or useful. Note how these words repeat information that other words in the sentence already communicate. Now look at this sentence. We should not try to anticipate in advance those great events that will completely revolutionize our society, because past history tells us that it has been the ultimate outcome of little events that has unexpectedly surprised us. Look at those words. Anticipate in advance. The words in advance is unnecessary because the word anticipate communicates that meaning. The word past history, you can avoid past. Its history is already in the past, so past can be avoided. Then the ultimate outcome, ultimate can be removed. Then unexpectedly surprised. Unexpectedly and surprised. Surprised communicates that meaning, so we can remove that word unexpectedly. Then second method of eliminating wordness is by striking out excess adjectives. A lively, colorful, explosive festival can be written as an explosive festival. Then you can strike out redundant adverbs. Slowly and sluggishly the river flows into the bay. Sluggishly the river flows into the bay. Sluggishly conveys the meaning, so you don't need slowly over there. You can delete unnecessary phrases like a lot of, plenty of, a type of. They can be removed.
Then you can delete empty words and phrases such as generally, tend to, basically. We use such words, right? Basically, what I mean is that, so you can avoid such words. Then you can avoid expressions that can be more clearly said in another way. For example, due to the fact that can be replaced with because, in order to can be replaced with to, for the purpose of can be replaced with for, or until such time as can be replaced with until, so on. Then as far as possible you can avoid using the passive voice, because passive voice uses more words than active voice. So by following these suggestions you can eliminate wordiness in your writing.